Oh, smile.
Yeah, there you go.
That's my baby. I'm done.
That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored. They did it.
Left, feet left.
What the hell was that?
Oh yeah! What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, you got an. Hey guys, it's Friday night in May, the last Friday. Thank God. June is arriving here soon. Can't wait. So it's another great night. We're going to have some amazing guests on tonight. One we've had on prior, and we're going to talk about a show that is is like making headline news. They're across the pond. They're across the way from us, and they're making big headways. And I'm really, really excited because the funny thing is I was watching the Viking series just recently, and so it kind of correlates with it. And I'm really kind of excited to see how this works.
Remember the name.
Ragnarok.
How's that go?
Ragnarok. Ragnarok. I got it. So guess what? I'm going to do some sponsor reads real quick. Many of us and our families deal with mental health and addiction issues. We are happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need help, please call 856-651-8117, 856-651-8117. We all go through stuff, guys, so don't be afraid to contact or reach out to them, okay? All right, guys. Joe Wall, I'm going to talk about him again. It's Father's Day month coming up. I almost said this weekend, but Father's Day weekend is coming up in June, and there's 20% off right now, you guys. So if you do use my code BLAZE20 for 20% off. Ladies, guys, this is ammo jewelry. If you like ammo like I do, I mean, we all like ammo, right? No, you can't shoot with it, but you can wear it. And it's beautiful. It's heavy. It's great craftsmanship. It comes in this awesome gun case. So, oh my gosh, I love Joe Wall. He's super sweet. He's out of Fort Lauderdale in Florida. Thank you. Destin, you can read that one.
All right. The next sponsor is Pioneer Project Management in Salmonock, Illinois, 6552. The phone number is 815-498-6524. God, I am like thinking of different numbers. I'm dyslexic over here. And then yeah, give them a call if you have any like storm damage, hail damage, wind damage. They do roofing, siding, gutters,
commercial, insurance
residential
work.
They work with the insurance
home
for
repairs,
you, so you don't have to stress with your insurance company. So yeah, give them
we
a call.
do it all. And I want to give a shout out to, oh my gosh, he's so sweet. I am going to do a little something for a photo shoot, and I'm incorporating my good friend James. Let me see here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but he is the owner of, you're going to love this, you guys. He is also out of Florida. Pilgrim Ammo. It's amazing. I've heard really, really good things about this. So 9mm plus P, 2000 FPS, 50 grain. So I cannot wait to shoot with this. I'm pretty excited about it. So all the details are on this box. But I wanted to say thank you, James, for this t-shirt. Dustin has one too. He was supposed to wear it. We were both supposed to wear it. So maybe we'll wear it for the Father's Day weekend show, which is June 18th, you guys. It's the Alpha Male show coming up here on June 18th. And what a lineup of alpha males do we have. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Destin just had his bodybuilding show in Wisconsin. That was fun. He looked amazing, by the way. How do you feel now, Destin, now that you can eat? And what do you plan on doing now?
Now is the real diet. This is when the real diet kicks in. Trying not to overindulge is the hardest part after the show. After a show, you're like, I don't have any end goal. There's no real reason to keep looking so good. So I'm just going to eat because I enjoy eating. And most people fall off the bandwagon. And I'm definitely one of those people who will definitely jump back to the other opposite end of the spectrum. So I'm trying not to do that not to do it as badly this time.
He did not pig out this time, you guys.
No, I did. I had a whole day.
Okay,
where
he
I just
did,
cheated,
but not that bad. But you.
No, it was bad.
But your cheating would be like a whole month of cheating. He's not. He's only a couple days cheated.
A couple days have done some damage. I could do some damage in a couple days.
I guess we got our first guest, Matilda Wilson, from overseas.
Yeah, just check because I cannot hear them anymore at all.
I can't see. Oh my God, I love her accent. It's amazing. Hi, girl, I can see you.
Could you just mute?
Can you hear me? I can hear you. You're frozen. Hey, there's a man. Who is that? Hi.
And then go back to the Chrome.
Is this how?
I can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Before I had everything, but not now. Nothing.
Matilda, can you see us? Can you hear us and see us? Give us thumbs up if you can. I can see you. I can hear you. But can you hear me?
I think that's.
Wait.
Maybe?
Steve, are we having technical difficulties real quick? I know she is across the pond. Hey, gorgeous. Look at it. It's Matilda. Look at how beautiful you are. Can you hear us?
I don't think that's it because then I would hear them when I took the phones out. I can't see anything.
Oh, she can't see us. Steve?
The connection.
Yeah, she's saying she can't hear us. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so she can't hear us?
Yeah,
that's kind of the same issue that one of our other guests had, but he was on a boat. That was
she said she said she just told me she was trying without the headphones and silence. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you, and we can see you.
All right, she's gonna try to send it to get me to send the link to her other half.
Oh, I thought there was a man in the room. I'm like, another guy. Wait, she changed. No, I'm just kidding.
Open it to Walkout and not just click on link. Copy it and put it on the.
Oh, I love it, Steve. I want to move
over there.
No, I just found his now, so I'm gonna.
Oh, you're gonna use his? Okay.
Well,
excuse us while we have a little technical difficulty. Yeah. We are gonna experience that from time to time, you guys. Just a little bit. Just happens to be on my show all the time. Okay.
It's not just yours. I get it from time to time.
Look, no, I'm like some technical difficulty, guys. And she's from Sweden. Sweden.
I knew you were to do that.
I know. I'm so excited. I just can't say it right because everybody else has like the specific way of saying Sweden.
Let's get this one out. Let's remove that one. Here's the other one. Let's see this one works.
Sure.
How about now? Can you hear us now?
No, I can hear you.
All right. Let's have some fun. All right. I'm going to kick myself out of here. Have fun, guys.
Let's turn it up a bit.
I see you.
And I see you. There's something and I hear you.
I can hear you now. Well, I could hear you before. And I can see
I could hear you. And then like all of a sudden you saw like silence. So now I swap phone and now it works again. So.
Oh, look at, but I can see you.
I can see you.
And your man can say hello too if he wants to.
He's gone now.
Oh, it's like the spotlight is on her.
Hi.
You're new to A2D Radio. Tell everybody about yourself. I know you're in Sweden.
Yes, I am. It's 1 a.m. like 1:15 here in the night.
And you have a baby.
I do. He's 10 months old now. Almost 11, I think.
Oh my gosh. What a beautiful age. I have been through 3 and they're all practically
Wow, that's
grown.
impressive.
They are all pretty
I'm
much.
done. I'm done.
You have 1 or 2?
One and one fur baby. So
Oh, what kind of fur baby? Dog, cat?
a Staffy.
Oh, okay.
So we got my 2 boys. So we settled and we satisfied.
I am so excited to have you on. I mean, I've watched some of your stuff and I have kind of stalked both your pages, of course. And you have you are amazing. And people that don't know, they should follow you on Facebook. You're a family woman. You've got a new baby and you're getting ready to fight on like the biggest the biggest promotion overseas. I'm super excited about this promotion.
Yeah, so am I. I don't even think I realized how big this is. So it's gonna be sick.
So how do you feel about fighting on this card? And when is your fight?
At the moment, it's forwarded to 21st of August. But of course, it's still hard to like fully commit to be excited for it because I don't want to be disappointed for it to be forwarded again because of Corona. So it's hard to like really fully understand it's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah, how is it over there in Sweden? I heard that Sweden never really went on lockdown. Is that true or is that false?
No, it's kind of true actually because we've been living like sort of normal. We don't have like any laws restricting it. It's just like recommendations. So we can do like basically everything except like the restaurants is closing at like 8, I think. Except
Okay.
that like we can do anything.
So you guys basically, your government has given you permission and freedom to make choice, which is awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
A lot of other places are not allowed to do that. So I'm glad to hear that. How about you traveling? Where is this show going to be at? Which?
Norway.
Okay,
It's
Norway.
like my neighbor country, so it's like super close, but super tricky to get in.
Oh my goodness. So what age did you start fighting?
Like 20, I think. Yeah, like 10 years ago.
Wow. Most women I've trained, but I've never, I don't do the punch in the face thing because I'm scared. I have a really big nose, so I don't want to bust my nose.
Mine is already flat, so there's no like, nothing can be damaged.
Now, do you think, would you ever come to the US and fight over here? There's a bare knuckle organization here too as well. I was just curious if you would ever come to the States.
Yeah, I would love to, like, to be able like to travel with you fighting is like the best of the best. So definitely.
So tell me, what styles of fighting do you have studied?
Like mainly all of them, I think, and especially like as a girl, like there's not that many options. So you just have to like jump on whatever that gets offered to you, I think. So I've been doing like the most of them, I think, except Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Nogi, I think. And now bare knuckle boxing, that's gonna be my first.
I am really excited about this. Are you nervous or are you just super excited?
Mainly excited, I would say. But of course, like sometimes your brain comes, you get nervous, but it's a it's good to be nervous as well because if you wouldn't like to win either. So
Have you studied your opponent? I believe I had her on the show 2 weeks ago.
yeah, I watched them on the day after actually. So
Oh,
that was nice, yeah.
yes.
And then like all of a sudden everything became more real because it got forwarded like to see her and like she actually exists and we're gonna be in the ring together. Like it was nice and it gave me like new fuel to get motivated for this fight, definitely.
So is fighting overseas over there in Sweden and Norway over in those areas, is that pretty big over there? Is this like a big production?
Like the bare knuckle thing, or what do you mean?
Any fight promotion. I'm just curious how the fight promotions, all of them are out there. Are they pretty big or do they make a big spectacle out of their promotions out there?
I think like we mainly like been to England like for 2 reasons because my husband is from England and also because when you go like outside of the border you get like bigger events and also you get more with the fighting. Like you always need to do the same preparation even though if I'm fighting in Sweden or if I go abroad. So if I go abroad you gain more out of fighting, I would say, than you're staying inside this border.
And your husband is your coach. How does that work out?
It's been tricky, of course. It's been challenging, but also it's also the best. So I would say it's both.
So do you ever like get into like a husband-wife dispute and then you get to deck them in the face and be okay with that and then the argument is over?
I've been trying, but now I think I gave up on that because he's way bigger than me. So I just have to accept that.
Does your husband fight too?
Yeah, he do.
Oh my goodness. So is he going to do the bare knuckle thing too?
He's been doing one. That's how I got into it, I think, and even like opened my eyes for it because I had a boxing event in the same organization that he had in England. So I was starting to practicing bare knuckle with pads just because he was practicing for his fight. So that's why I even I got into that world, I think.
That's amazing. What do you think, Dustin?
No. What kind of, I guess, drew you guys together? I'm kind of curious about that. Like, did you like start training and then he was your trainer at first or something, or?
No, actually, like he was in the bottom of my class. I swapped gym, and he was like a beginner in that class, so he wasn't that impressive to watch at the moment. But like since then, he's he's super good. He's super good now. He have evolved massively for sure. But we met at the gym here in Sweden.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
He's originally from England.
And you guys have been married for a while, right?
No, like since January because it be put forward first because of our baby because he was expecting the same date that we can have the marriage, and then the corona came. So now we just went to the courthouse in January and just got married together. This January 2021.
Lots of people are doing that. They're just going away to get married. I just want to fly to Hawaii or some like Rhode Island or something and eat seafood off.
Yeah, actually, like now afterwards, like it's relieving because you don't need to have all this stress, all this planning, bridezilla shit and stuff. So now I'm happy with it. Of course, it would be nice to have all the friends and family there, but like we can do that further on. You just throw a big party when all this biggest stress is over. So
and you have oh my gosh, this is what I wanted to bring up. Okay, you and I have something in common. We both have Pitbull. Yes, we both have pit bulls. You have a pit bull,
not a pit bull though, but like he's in the same bracket, I guess. He's an English Staffordshire Terrier.
Yes, same category.
Yeah, definitely.
A bully, well, we call them bully breeds out here, but she's not really a bully breed. She's more of like a licker and like wants to jump on you and please pet me.
He's exactly the same.
high energy.
Yeah, super high energy. I mean, if you ever need a cardio, go running with your dog.
Yeah, but actually just cut his balls because his cardio is like too intense. Like we've been waiting like 3 years for it to calm down, but like it doesn't. So now he's ballless and a bit calm at least.
Oh, now that his balls have been snipped, he's calmer. I wonder if that works in real life for men. No, probably not.
Okay. No, it doesn't.
That's a whole nother show, right?
It is.
Now, I'm sure all the guys out there are going to want to know, do you have an OnlyFans site?
No, I'm not.
I have to ask, what do you think about that?
Because I kind of included, I think, in this fighting world at the moment, since Corona at least. I think all of a sudden just pop-ups everywhere.
Yeah, I know. I mean, most of the guests that I've had, in fact, I think one of the guests I had on, she sent me a link and she's like, hey, use my link. I get a discount. So, or some money back for a referral.
Good for you.
I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for OnlyFans yet. No, maybe when I get down to cutting some weight and I can actually look pretty good. But I don't know. OnlyFans. I don't knock it. If girls like it and guys like it and they're making money, hey, I can't knock it. I just can't get over some of the content on there. I mean, really, people like toes. They're paying $30 to watch somebody's toes.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I guess like if you need money, you need money. So, but I think I'm gonna stay out of that.
Yeah, I've noticed that more and more female fighters are doing stuff like that, and I understand
because is there guys on it or?
Yeah, guys, I've seen more guys doing it too.
Yeah.
Which is shocking. So, I mean, if you guys both agree on it,
yeah, why not?
People like those type of things, but so your fight is in August, right?
Yeah, the end of August 21st.
Because I remember Shannon had mentioned something. He's fighting on that card too. He had mentioned that the date had got pushed back because of COVID regulations. Something about the shot. You have to get the shot when you go over to Norway. Something like that.
Yeah, and also at the moment you need to be like a citizen or like a key worker to get in there. I think like they are the trickiest country in the whole Europe to get into actually. So it's like the worst country to have this event at the moment.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. It's kind of like what Dana White was talking about when he had his UFC show in Florida. And he was like, it was so nice to have a normal show and have people enjoy it. And actually, the fans were able to attend. And
yeah, I was shocked when I saw the event as well. Like, they were so crowded, like out of nowhere.
Yes. And he was talking about how nice it was to have an event like that. And I know you guys as fighters, you guys like the audience. You guys like to hear that ooh and rah and go for it. And, it pumps you up. And I don't know what it's like to fight without a crowd.
No, and like at the moment, I don't know either, like if there's gonna be a crowd or not a crowd, but still in the end, like in the ring, you won't hear anything anyway. So it's more like for the entrance, you get pumped and all of that, but like in the ring, you don't hear anything except your coach voice. So then it doesn't matter actually. And also it's the same for your opponents. So we're all in the same boat. So in the end, it won't matter, I think.
Do you know what your walkout song is? I always get interested in what do you guys play the walkout song when you guys
I do, but I'm gonna keep it a secret.
Oh, a secret.
You will see.
On my show. I know. I'm like, I want to know.
What's yours then?
Mikey. What were you gonna say?
Wait, did you ask me?
Yeah, what's yours?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's Here Comes the Boom. Because like
the
Kevin James movie.
Yeah, you've seen that movie, right? Here Comes the Boom.
I haven't. I think
you haven't seen it.
I'm not like a movie watcher. I would say I don't like sitting still.
I can tell. I've been on your Instagram. Like she stays busy. Like you remind me of Shannon. Shannon stays busy. I don't think Shannon really relaxes very much.
No, I'm shit at that, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm practicing a lot to be relaxing and like planning to do nothing, but it's hard. But I'm working on it.
So how soon? So after your fight in August, how soon will you fight again? Will you just wait for the next card, or wait till they have another opponent for you, or will you?
I don't have a clue actually. Like at the moment, just focusing about this fight, and then we see just anything that comes, I'm gonna take. But I don't want to like think too much forward because first of all, I have to go through this fight. So.
And that's good. And that's the point that I wanted to bring out is that fighters are focused on their one particular fight. So a lot of the fans sometimes like to ask, well, what are you going to do after your fight? Well, can I just get through the fight first?
I don't care.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're going to like take some time to relax and unwind a little bit,
Yeah, of course. For a couple of days, but you always think it's going to be more nice than it actually is. Yeah. It's more like nice to visualize it than when it actually happens. Yeah, to eat whatever you want, to do whatever you want, but like after one day, you're like bored.
Yep. I know how that goes.
It's so amazing. So what did the rest of your family think about you fighting? Like your parents or sisters or siblings?
I think like since I met my husband, they've been more like okay with it. Before, of course, like they would probably like prefer that I would show something else, but still just have someone have a passion. I think they're happy for that I have that, at least something that I can just put my fully commitment into and focus on.
Now I've got to ask you because you are absolutely amazing. I wanted to ask you, would you ever do any modeling?
If I would, I'm 160. I don't think they would accept me.
Are you kidding me, girl? Booty, hips, and all that is in.
Yeah, they like everything now.
Yeah. Skinny is out. Muscular in, fit, and voluptuous in those areas are in, girl.
That's not my thing, I think, at all.
Yeah, Dustin just got done doing a bodybuilding show in Wisconsin, so he's into bodybuilding.
Oh, really? Yeah, cool.
Oh my God, Dustin, show her your muscle.
I don't have any.
Are you kidding me? Look at those arms.
Oh wait, wrong arm.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got
It's a good
wait,
arm.
that is sick, girl. I'm like, can I just want to bump there too. I want, like, I see you guys, the female fighters. I see how muscular you guys are, but you train like 8 hours a day. How much do you train?
Actually, like since I got my baby, I think that forced me to. I never like trained this little, like ever. I think because I like overtrained too much before. I think so. Now it's more like quality training than like quantity. Before it was more like for my mindset to say to myself like, yeah, but I've been training like 3 hours instead of like doing 1 hour. That's a good hour. So I've been like slowing it down a bit, I think.
Have you personally, have you been able to meet your opponent yet or no? Not yet.
No, I haven't.
Okay. I was just
So
curious.
that's what was nice to see her because then everything felt more real because it got pushed forward. So
Yes,
so
I
yeah, on
saw.
your show I saw her. Yeah.
I know. She also, it's so funny with the time zones. I know we were talking and laughing back and forth like what time
I
do you
was
go
so
on?
nervous. Like I will never understand what time I'm actually gonna get on.
Oh my, I know. And we were like trying to calculate. I was like, well, I always do it's 6:30 here. What time is it there?
Yeah.
So what time is it where you're at now? Is
We
it
are
Sunday, Saturday?
6:20.
No,
Oh,
Friday.
it's Friday. Oh my gosh, that's
Wait,
so I didn't
It's
even think
Saturday
about that.
here.
It's Saturday for her, but we are
Yeah.
that is so weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's almost like time traveling.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, she's on
You went-
Saturday and we're behind them.
So if you went east, you would be going ahead of time. Is that?
Yeah,
is that
they're
how it
ahead of
works?
Wrong
time.
person to ask. I have no clue.
Like, don't
This is
ask
so
me that.
confusing.
I'm a fighter, not a
either.
math magician. Oh my gosh. So what do you like to do for fun?
Train.
Oh, just train? Do
Yeah.
you do anything just for yourself, like paint or tanning or
Crochet.
not crochet? I couldn't see
For
her.
me, I would say the training is the thing I like do for myself. Definitely, like that's my kind of meditation, like time for myself, used to be in my own zone for sure.
And have you always lived in Sweden?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so give me some really good food.
Oh yeah.
What do you got? What is your
Swedish
specialty?
food.
in Sweden?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's like what's the word? Like authentic. What are you guys like known for?
Meatballs, I think, is like the most authentic like Swedish food. Yeah.
How did I know she was going to say Swedish meatballs? But not everybody can make Swedish meatballs.
I think so. They're quite basic. You just like take some mint, just roll it.
She's saying, I love
How
it.
wrong can it be?
But see, like Swedish meatballs out here in the USA is like meatballs smothered in like a gravy sauce. Is that how you guys make it out there?
We have like a similar thing we call like brown sauce. So it's similar to the gravy, but I prefer gravy actually before green sauce.
Oh, now why is that? Gravy? You prefer gravy? Is it because it's thicker?
Maybe because I'm bored of all sauce and like gravy is new for me. Because in England they eat gravy as well, and my husband is from England, so just like I'm bored of it, I think.
Gotcha.
Well, then we need to fly you out here to the USA and get you a good old Chicago hot dog and a stuffed Chicago pizza.
For sure.
She would be like, "Hun, we're not moving. We're gonna stay here in Chicago." No, I don't know if you want to stay in Chicago, but she's gonna be like, "I like the food in the US. Just stay away from the fried foods." Do you guys eat fried foods out there?
I hate fried food.
Yeah,
It makes me sick. Yeah.
I swear everything out here is fried. Fried pickles, fried cauliflower, fried mushrooms. I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's like crack. It's addicting. You gotta
Yeah.
Like once you start, it's hard to stop, and then once you're like stopped for a while, it's easy not to go back. You know.
Yeah, just ask Dustin. He knows.
It's so bad.
He came back. He was in Wisconsin. He stayed an extra day. He came back with fried brownies.
Yeah.
Who
What?
fried brownies?
There was fried brownies. There was like cheese curds for everybody. I came back with a lot of food. It was
That's
really,
heavy.
because I went and did like a food discovery tour or whatever, and I literally drove home with there was like food in the front seat. This is how you know you have an issue when your front passenger alarm, seatbelt thing goes off because of the weight in the front seat.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
really bad.
Like,
It's really
lose
bad.
all food.
I really wish I could eat everything I want and then be able to cut weight
Yeah.
in 6 weeks or 16. Well, actually, he's been doing it for 6 months, but
Yeah.
typically the diet is 16 weeks, right?
16
I would be so grumpy.
Oh, yeah.
It's horrible.
So
He gets
grumpy. Like,
grumpy.
you should have biggest award ever for that. I could never do that ever.
Like,
He gets really
I'm
grumpy.
the type of guy who
grumpy.
needs to eat. I need to eat all the time.
Yeah, I'm high energy
When
in the morning.
when you're not allowed, it's like just getting worse as well.
Yep.
So that's I want to visit Sweden so bad. So how did you and Stanley meet? How did Stanley find you? How did you
It was
guys?
actually my husband who found Andrew, or Andrew found him. I don't know. They have some sort of contact, and I don't know. All of a sudden, I had this fight. I don't know how that happened really, but
So your husband manages, trains you, and he's your husband. That's awesome.
yeah. And my
That's
mom was like, "Don't make her do it," and he was like, "I'm the one signing her up, so
Well, he's on your side. That's
it
amazing.
is for sure." Yeah.
It's good to have a good support system. I know it's like, what time is it there? It's like what, 1 a.m, 2 a.m?
1:30 a.m.
Oh, Jesus. And you've been up since what time?
Quite late, like 10 maybe. Not too bad.
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. But with a 10-month-old,
Yeah.
He sleeps.
he's like, he sleeps.
I never slept this much in my whole life, actually.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah,
I
it's a
bet my
lot
like personal best was sleeping hours for sure.
he's definitely a lot of energy. Just oh my gosh, this is so exciting. And it's so pretty over there. I didn't realize how pretty Sweden really is.
But Norway is like nothing compared to Sweden. Like it's so beautiful. Like when you cross the border, like it's something else. So I'm really looking forward to go to Norway.
Now, if you could come to the USA, what state would you like to visit first?
I think I would go to like California. My cousin lives in San Francisco, and like I really love that city.
You wouldn't go to Florida or Texas?
I've been to Florida though.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
To Miami, I've been like twice or 3 times maybe.
Go to Disney World.
Oh, Disney World. No.
I think I went to like SeaWorld maybe.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
So you have to stop at some sort of
see,
like park or something.
yeah. I
when
mean,
you're
if
down there.
there's a lot to see, and there's a ton of stuff in Florida. I really want to go to Texas, and you know want to know why I want to go to Texas? Because they have this organization out there where you can shoot the big tanks. You can shoot the big tanks with the big, the big
That's
cannon.
amazing. I
you
want to
can
go
do
there
the
too. Now I
cannon
change.
Have you ever shot? Do you shoot guns?
Like air gun only like on cans in the countryside. That's it. Nothing
still-
more advanced than that.
It's still fun. It's so much
It's
fun.
amazing.
See, I am
I
so
also want to
excited.
go to Texas now.
See, exactly.
I
And
skipped California. We go to Texas.
Texas has got really good food. It's hot,
Oh,
but they got really good food. You got to watch out for the fire ants and the snakes, okay, and the
Forgot about
scorpions.
fire ants.
But outweighing all of that, oh my gosh, it's beautiful there. And you can shoot all kinds of guns like the 50 BMG that I want to shoot, which is we can't shoot it here. But yeah, Texas is really nice. And another place would be Rhode Island. Rhode Island, you can get fresh seafood. I don't know if you like seafood.
I love seafood.
Rhode Island is absolutely gorgeous. It's so beautiful there. And the people there are really, really nice.
Where's it close to?
Well,
I guess, yeah, I would say so.
yeah, it's close. It's okay. So Florida is here, and then there's Rhode Island up here. So Rhode Island is closer to Canada.
It would be like more of a direct shot for you.
It's probably so much further like than I can ever imagine.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Crossing that ocean, that's the worst part.
That's that. I don't know. I couldn't even imagine like how long the flight would be here to the U.S. So I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you got the 10-month-old and you are up late, and God bless you. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
No,
But
thank
where
you.
can everybody find you, And make sure you go over the date again of when you're fighting.
21st of August,
And that's gonna be
2021,
in Norway. Yep.
in
that'll be
Norway.
with Shannon. Shannon Rich will be on the card. Have you had an opportunity to see who Shannon Rich is?
Yeah, I had.
He's awesome. He's such a great guy. So all your social media outlets, how can people find you?
On Facebook, Mathilda Wilson with TH. And on Instagram, it's Porcolito. I don't even know like how to spell that, but
That's okay, guys. I have it on my Instagram. What is that? What is that is that a last name?
it's like a nickname for like little pig or something.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
So
I had
I
to
used
ask,
stuff
I'm like,
there. Like I think like I should change, but like then it's like to what? So I just keep it.
okay. Are you on Twitter too, or no? Just Facebook?
No, I'm not. I never understood that thing. I don't know what it is, to be honest.
I wasn't a big fan of Twitter back then either, but it did. It was working really well 10 years ago, but now it's not as fun as like Instagram or Facebook. Although I'm hoping they come
It
up
doesn't
with
look fun. Haven't appealed to me at all.
no, and I don't think there's a lot of active users on there, as many like the good people that are on there that are active. I know I'm not active on there as much. But I want to thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Let me know if you need anything, if you want me to promote something, if you want me to share it. I'll be watching and I'll share stuff for you so that people can gravitate to your page and know who you are. This is such a pleasure to have a great conversation with you tonight.
Yeah, same to you. It was so much fun to be here.
Thank you so much, Matilda. If you need anything, please let me know. It's always a pleasure. And we would love to have you back on again, especially after your fight in August, so we can talk about your fight and what's next.
Sick for sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Matilda, for coming on tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm looking forward to a friendship, another friendship across the pond. I love it.
Amazing.
Have a good night.
You have a good weekend, hon. Aw. And there you have it.
Just so you know, both of your other guests are on. You want me to bring them both in?
Oh yeah, and if Andrew comes in, you can.
Andy's in the back and Stanley's in the back. That's what I was asking if I'm bringing them
Oh,
both
okay.
in.
So Shannon's not on yet. Okay, so Shannon will come on. He asked me what time. Yeah, you can bring them on.
Okay.
I know.
Hi.
Okay. Hi. How are you?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so there's two screens. You are Andrew, right?
Yeah.
Where is Stanley?
He should be coming on in a minute, huh?
Yeah.
Just spoke to him a minute ago.
I'm like, I don't see him.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Stanley.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to have you guys both come on. I know it's like early morning, actually Saturday morning for you guys, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's early.
At least it's here.
So you guys are probably super tired. I really am really excited about your fight promotion. And I mean, you guys are making headlines. I will do whatever I possibly can to share content. I've already liked your page. I've shared it with quite a few people. So you'll get some more followers from me, and anything new, just let me know. And I might be able to purchase a t-shirt if you have those for sale too.
Yeah, we'll get you a t-shirt.
It might take a little while to get here, but it'll eventually get here.
We'll do it. No problem.
Now where are you?
Wait, where's my t-shirt?
You don't get one.
Oh, all right, it's okay. I still love y'all no matter what.
You get Manscaped.
Oh.
You get Manscaped. So you guys, you're new to A2D Radio. Andrew, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everybody, both you guys can chime in at the same time, or you guys can kind of back off with back. You know what I mean? Just go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm Andy Betwell. I own Ragnarrok with Stan. I've been promoting bareknuckle boxing over in England for about 12, 5 years now. I've got a martial arts team over here as well. Professional Thai boxer as well. Yeah, that's about it.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm a bit tired at the minute.
I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
Stanley, what about you?
Yeah, who am I? I'm a Norwegian guy.
I fight bareknuckle as well. But I met Andrew, or I located Andrew by searching the web for somebody who was stable enough to be a partner, and I found him. He's probably the best matchmaker in the world. So yeah, that's basically me. We're working now out of each country, and just putting it together the biggest show in the world.
How did you two meet? How did you guys come together and do this project?
Yeah, as I said, I was searching for somebody to partner up with because I needed the guys to fight, and Andrew is the perfect guy. So I sent him a text message and some of my thoughts. I think, and he just asked me to come down, and I went over and we had a few beers and. Not a few beers, but we had a lot of beers, and it worked out nice. Is that
Look,
okay?
you don't have to be shy over here. I'm Irish, and so Irish, we always drink. Well, when I'm not on my diet, but we always drink.
Yeah, okay.
A few beers is okay.
Good.
So you've got your first. The first show is August, right? Did I get that correct?
Yeah, that's the first show.
And that's the card that Shannon's going to be on, and Matilda, or she's going to be on that show too, on that card as well.
Yeah, they are. Both of them are on the first card. So yeah.
And now I understand that you guys want to take this a lot of places. So you were talking about Africa, right?
Yeah, we have. What do we have? We have Ireland, France. We have Italy. We have in South Africa. We're also going to Thailand, and I don't know. Did I forget anybody? Poland. We're going to Poland in October. Sorry. So yeah, we're going around the world.
Hey, you forgot one. The good old US of A.
Yeah. We're going to USA. I think Shannon has more to say about that. He's coming on soon. So
yes, we would love to have you here in the US. Are you kidding me? Look. I just got done. Well, I'm still not. I'm still in the process of getting towards the end of the Vikings. And I love that show. And Ragnarok, I was just like, oh my gosh, a fight promotion. I am so excited about it. I wish I was over there. I would love to be there live in person with you guys. Will it be televised?
Yeah, it will be televised. We have a few countries are following us on TV, and we also have it of course on pay-per-view. So we're going pay-per-view all over the world, so you can get to catch and see it. And
Stanley, I did a little snooping on your page, probably a lot of snooping. You used to bodybuild, and
yeah, so his contest. So are you happy with the result?
He's talking to you, Justin.
Yeah,
Justin. Yeah, Stanley's into bodybuilding. I don't know how long ago. How long ago was that, Stanley?
I competed in 2001, so it's quite a while since I did that. But yeah, I was in it. So, was it Chris Cormier's tournament?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. Cool. So it was a pro card tournament. Then you could get a pro card.
No, it was a national qualifying.
All right.
Camp. What do you call it? Show.
Yeah, you got a good physique, so you may have a future there.
It was a good learning experience, a good eye-opening experience, because a lot of the people who are trying to go to the national show, they haven't qualified yet, and there was only one other show prior to this, so everybody jumped into this one so that they could qualify early.
Yeah.
And then go back into, trying to put on some muscle and then going into the national show.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was interesting because there was a shit ton of guys there. Like usually it's a ton of girls and then like a few guys. This time it was flip-flopped. Yeah. So there was like so many guys.
There was a lot of guys this time. I think and the show for you guys prejudging, it took hours.
Yeah,
like
it went from 8 in the morning and it kind of started a little bit late, and then went from 8 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, and then we had to be back at 5. So we had to figure out how to eat lunch and like
of course, and bulk up with water. Yeah.
Without ruining it. Yeah. That was a long day, and
That
I couldn't
was-
imagine like sitting there starving, wanting to eat something, and you can't eat something because
Yeah.
you're not trying to mess up your body.
You're gonna blow up like a balloon if you do that. Yeah.
all the carbs. And God, I think it finished at 11 o'clock at night. The night show.
Okay.
I thought the night show was going to go by really quickly because they're not judging you anymore. Everybody's doing their individual routines, and that's a minute apiece. But
Yeah.
some people went up there for multiple different classes. They crossed over and whatnot. So it was really, really dragged out. It took forever. I feel bad for the women who did the show because they were after the men, so they had to stay there and like suffer. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Will you do it again?
You said what?
You want to do it again, or are you done?
I am done for probably the year. If I do another one, it might be in October, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep myself from completely relapsing and going that again. Yeah. I like to eat. I'm the first one to admit it, and I will eat anything from diet food to simple fat food. I just like to eat.
Yeah. Good luck with that then.
I know.
Yeah, so,
The discipline and the determination this young man has is amazing.
Yeah.
Andrew, I have a question for you. So you guys got together through text message and a few beers.
Yeah.
How did you guys come up with the name of the fight promotion? Do you guys have a Viking background?
No, it was all Stan that really. Stan had all the idea in place. He just needed somebody to come on board and just start bringing all the fighters in for the show. So obviously I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now. So I've just been making contact with everybody I know from all over the world. So I bring them in, put the teams together.
I'm sure you guys are super busy. People have a lot of questions, especially over here. People are talking about you guys. So you guys are making headway here.
Yeah, we're doing something different. We're trying to not only make it a fight night. Of course, we're blessed with having some of the best fighters, or maybe probably all of the best fighters in the world in bare knuckle. As you know, it originates from England, so we got more fighters than I thought we would have in that.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it is. So it's but we're doing it a little bit different. We're making a story because you always see like Conor McGregor. You always have like 7 or 8 face-offs because people love a background story. So going into this project, I based it basically on Vikings because I'm Norwegian and everything, and it all went easy from there. I don't think we actually called anybody. Everybody started calling us. So that proves that you need a good team to get a good show and a good organization going.
So it wasn't that hard for you guys to find fighters then.
No, there's loads of lads want to get involved with this. They've really bought into the whole theme of it. So all the lads everybody wants an opportunity to fight abroad at some point as well. So people are trying to snatch your hand off for an opportunity to go over, especially with being the first one ever been in Norway.
Yeah. That's now. Why did you pick Norway as your first place to have your fight promotion?
Mainly because I am from Norway.
Oh, that would help. Wow, okay. Never mind. Now we're gonna have to have one where Andrew is, right? No, are you guys both in Norway?
No, I'm in England.
Okay, so we need to have one in England, right?
Yeah, we have got plans for that. I think next year I think we're going to be bringing the show back over here.
Yeah, all the shows we have are like first the home show and then a return show. So we're going to Poland in October, and they're coming back to us on the new year. And same with Italy. In Italy, it's quite cool. That's also the first bare knuckle event in Italy. And then Viking's going to fight the gladiators. So that'll be a massive crowd pleaser, I think. So
that would be awesome.
Yeah, it will be good. So we've been lucky like that, and Andrew has a lot of contacts, so he gets fighters. I don't know, all over the world. It just keeps popping in. Like I said, we just arranged something. We're going to Thailand as well to fight against Thailand. So there are a lot of things that we haven't confirmed yet. So we're going around the world. So that's a cool thing.
How hard is it to find venues in these places? Considering what we're, this whole virus thing that's going on right now, how hard is it to find locations?
Andrew.
It depends what country. Yeah, it's difficult anyway with just the sport being so new. Some places don't like it. Just with it, it's only just going mainstream really. They just did bare knuckle boxing because they don't really know much about combat sports. They just kind of turn their nose up at it straight away before they even realise what it is. I mean, the virus has made things difficult enough as well. We've just got to take it as it comes regarding that. There's not a lot anyone can do about it at the minute. Everyone's just trying their hardest to get shows back on the road.
Yeah. Got good news then, Andrew. They just opened up for 3,000 and after July as an audience.
Wow.
That's nice. So we can we're going for big crowds. We have the show we're having. It's just not a fight show. We are also having a halftime show with rappers and all the things. And we have I remember that that Shannon told you about. We're having this guy from Viking on as well. We're serious. So it's
wow.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of celebrities coming in now, and it's probably a lot because of the team, and one thing drags along another thing. So it's we're pretty mind blown about it, I think, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like someone made a comment, said the themed events are a super awesome idea. The storyline will be remarkable. That came from, and I can't read it from here, but something F office. I can't read it from here. Yes. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm like, I can't see from this far. I'm trying to read it. But yeah, it's so what makes your promotion different than anybody else? What are you guys doing differently?
You want to do it, Andrew, or
you do that if you want, Matt? Oh.
Yeah, we're always doing that. Okay. Our team, our event, because it's teamed, is different because when you if you need enthusiasm between two groups, you either have each flag or you have something else that will get people going. So by fighting, the story is about 13 Vikings going around the world, and they're fighting all the biggest fighters in Europe and in the world and in different countries. Like in Italy, it's gladiators, and in Poland they're fighting the Hussars, and in Ireland it's going to be the Celts, and on and on. So that brings a lot of enthusiasm.
You certainly have me enthused because I mean, when we had Shannon on and he kind of tagged me in it and how we met and we talked about it, like I'm super excited. Like I really wish you guys were here or I was there because this is phenomenal. I mean, I do agree with themed promotions. I think it's a great idea. People gravitate to themes.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I'm just going to put Shannon here. So there it is. I just sent Shannon the login.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shannon's a great guy. He's such a good friend. How did you guys find Shannon? Or did he reach out to you guys?
Yeah, Shannon got in touch with us about fighting on the show and just gone from there really.
Yeah, he's quite a marketing animal as well. So he's good. He's bringing a lot of attention to the show. So it's perfect.
And I will keep sharing too. Every time I see a post, for some reason, Facebook, the algorithms are really weird now. Yeah. And so out of 5,000 people, I only see like maybe 5 people's posts. It's really weird. So I have to go searching for people and searching for posts because I don't get to see them all, which is terrible. So I'm going to say this to my audience. The more you guys share, the more publicity these guys are going to get and the bigger their promotion is going to be and more of an opportunity for fighters around the world to be able to fight on this card and fight other fighters from around the world. So it's a huge opportunity. So please, you guys, if you're in my audience right now, share, go to their page and like it and make sure you're sharing their content because that helps them out tremendously. And obviously you guys, I'm going to share, Shannon's going to share, and I'm pretty sure Dustin will share. I did quite a bit of little marketing today on Instagram and I do not have a show page for the Instagram, but I do have a show page for Facebook. Steve kind of helps me run that a little bit.
Love it. Yeah.
So where do you see this promotion in 5 years?
All over the world.
When I started this, we were not aiming for anything else than being the biggest show in the world. So and being like the traveling show we are not stepping on anybody's toes. No, we're not in any country just competing with any leagues. So it's more like a Champions League. Then we got the chance to offer other promotions an extra belt if they want to, and that's something everybody's in on. So we're not the guys competing. We're the guys giving if they want to be on it. So that will help us a lot.
Is it how hard? Do you have a sanctioning body over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. I'm not too familiarized how things are run overseas, so I would assume that they would have the same kind of sanctioning body we have here. I forgot where I was going with that question. I had a really good question. It was at the tip of my tongue.
It's like something along the lines of the sanctions the same over there. Is
kind of similar. Do they give you a hard time over there? Can they say, no, this is not right, you're not going to have a show tonight?
Yeah, they can do that. We have like in Norway here, it's they only legalized boxing about 5 years ago, wasn't it? 2016. Yeah, 5 years ago. So we are very late on that. But how can I say this? We're quite positive that we are going to get the permissions because we have. It's like this: you have to fulfill a certain amount of we'll call it articles to be allowed to have the show, and we fulfill all of them. We're just waiting for the anti-doping deal, and that's coming around next week, I think. So,
explain a little bit about what that is for our audience.
The governing body, or
did you say you said something else after that?
Yeah, with anti-doping.
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to what we're trying to with everybody. What we're trying to do with everybody that's in our now. We just started what do you call it? A governing body, World Bareknuckle Fighting Organization, where we have our own governing body, and that came in place because of we want bareknuckle boxing to be regulated on a bigger level. We've always been criticized for not being well regulated. So I contacted like the AIBA, the guys who run boxing and everything, and they have a pro rule set and an amateur rule set. In most countries, you have to use the same as pro rule set, and they allowed us to use the rules like boxing have, except we couldn't change it if it wasn't to make it safer. And we just made it safer by having it less fight time, only 6 minutes or up to 10 minutes in title fights. And we have less casualties and less deaths, or 0 deaths in without gloves. So we basically did the boxing rules only safer. So we are pretty certain that we are perfect there. And but we're trying to use this, or the guys using the governing body is also the guys collaborating with us. So Italy would use it, France will use it, Ireland will use it, and we will build a big organization of regulated sport as we go along now. So we have more than one plan going then. So, yeah.
It sounds like you guys are really busy with things over there. There's a question from the audience. It says, will the fights be true bare knuckle, or will the knuckles be covered in hand wraps?
No, the knuckles will be exposed. They'll have hand wraps on, but only up to the knuckles. So the knuckles will be exposed, but the hands will still be protected.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing what we can to protect the hands of the fighters as well. So so the knuckles will be exposed. Yeah. So.
Oh no, I was just asking Dustin if he had a question for you guys. I'm just kind of looking up a little something here. Bear with me here, you guys.
Well, I'm going to jump in here and throw something in. Where did the whole Saxons and Vikings things coming from?
See? I knew Steve would come in.
Yeah, it's coming from the stories. That's a little bit ironic then, because I'm from Norway, they're from England, but the Vikings, yeah, they were friends. They tried to invade England a lot, but the only guys to stop them going all the way was the Saxons. So it's that makes it a perfect battle, and to call it Ragnarok as well as the biggest battle in the northern mythology, it's working for us.
Yeah, dude, I definitely, definitely have a thing on that. I was actually, it's funny you brought that up. I was actually been catching up on the Viking show recently too. So
I know, me too.
So it's kind of cool seeing that laid out. And speaking of which, we're talking the show. You guys are from that area. That's where you're going to be doing the event. Any chance of you inviting any of the actors or anything like that to try to come aboard and catch it out?
That would be awesome.
We have one of the actors on already. So yeah. So we got more coming.
Oh,
see, I just hit a button. Stanley's like, wait, no, I can't go that far yet. I can't tell you guys about that yet.
we got Michelle coming, so he was in all the episodes in Viking, so until the end, so he's there.
That's
okay,
awesome.
have you guys watched the Viking series?
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
I like want to binge watch, but I know I have to pick a day to just binge watch because I forgot what season I'm at or what. I forgot where we're at, but it's so damn good. Look, I didn't know anything about Vikings. I didn't know how they were, didn't know that they were pretty, look, they hold their own and they protect their own. And it was it's interesting to see a different culture, a different way of life back then. I don't know. Do we still have Vikings these days, right?
Not in the traditional sense.
Probably not in the traditional way, huh?
I think they will be jailed, but we got all these cool things in Norway. We got all this leftover ruins and these graveyards, and we can find weapons and everything from the Viking time. So it's quite awesome. So it's
say weapons. You got me sold.
Not your kind of weapons, but they were digging up big ships and everything everywhere around Norway. So it's we got a lot of culture buried here. Many of the kings, they bury down their treasures, so it's popping up everywhere.
I would love to find a treasure. Let's go to treasure hunt.
Let's go to Norway.
That would be awesome. You down, Andrew?
Hopefully, yeah.
He's like, I'm going to open up that pot of gold. Okay, was there another question? No. Okay. I don't know where Shannon is. I told him he can pop in whenever he wants to.
Yeah, he's probably coming when we're logging off. But if he's not coming on, he's holding. I can just say it now. He's arranging a tryout for Ragnarrok in Arizona.
I saw that.
So,
I saw that. How is that happening? Like I love the idea. So how is that going to work for you guys?
It's going to work for us. He holds a tryout and see what kind of fighters we have, and we have to send the Viking team over to fight the Americans somehow.
Oh, now that would be awesome. I do like that. Like, we had a fight promotion here in Illinois, and he would have a different, like Ireland against France, or, he had a big promotion here, but for some reason, Illinois, it's sad to say, the sanctioning body is very difficult here, extremely difficult. So yeah, I feel really, really bad that some of our shows, they didn't make it because of the whole COVID thing. Yeah. And then some of our shows are now coming back, just made an announcement for, August, September, October, but they've had to wait almost 2 years before they could have a show here.
Yeah. We had, when we started this thing, we planned a little bit ahead, because if the show if we couldn't do it with an audience, we would do it in pay-per-view anyway. So luckily now we're having a show with customers, with the audience, and we can also do it pay-per-view. So for all the people around the world to see it on pay-per-view, so it's going to be good.
I'm really excited about that. So you'll have to send us the link so that we can, watch it. I belong to something, I forgot what it was, and I get to watch
BKF TV.
Oh, okay. We can go there.
It is
And then
World Bareknuckle Boxing.tv. It's WBKF.tv.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steve?
You gotta go to the bathroom, so go. I'm here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys,
Spell you out.
This and a whole bunch of other things. I totally have to go to the ladies' room, so give me 2 seconds. I'll be back.
Yeah. Well,
And this is the beauty of live television, live radio. Sometimes.
where you're at? You don't have a camera?
Oh no, I'm like in my room. I'm not in where my studio normally is. So like I don't have the camera on because like I'm not like it's just like you would see nothing but a bright light behind me. You'd see a blur basically. Okay. But obviously she was already touching on some things. Shannon's bringing the tryouts. You said you're going to send the Viking team, so it would just obviously be the Vikings versus the U.S. if you guys were able to put a team together, correct?
Well, we're going to put a team together. That's not going to be a problem. We just can't disclose too much right now.
Yeah, I know. We're kind of jumping the gun on you. But obviously, he said you're sitting there saying so your guys are probably going to get something with BKFC TV. That's where you guys are going to be going.
No, not BKFC TV. No, we have our own WBK.
Oh, all right. See, that's where I missed this. I didn't.
WBKF.tv. Not BKFC TV, no?
Okay.
Yeah, let's not get it twisted there, Steve. You have the right promotion. Yeah, Steve, I what was I going to say? Yeah, it took me a couple of seconds to go to the ladies' room. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for your patience. Normally, it's this guy who has to go to the bathroom in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
Because he's not training for a show right now.
Do you want to see the belts?
I want to see the belts. Yes. I was wondering what those were back there. Oh, yeah.
This is the European champion belts, and we've got the world, the world champion belt. And they're both what do you call it? My son's name is on here. Hakon. That's an old king's name, and his and Andrew's son is on the other one. So we're bringing our sons into it.
That's beautiful. I wonder how heavy those are. Are they pretty heavy?
Yeah, there's a few kilos. So I don't know what you pounds. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm surprised that you guys don't have Shoney Carter. I'm surprised Shoney Carter didn't jump on this too, because he loves to fight overseas.
Yeah,
Shoney has been. I've been talking with Shoney Carter's manager's been in touch. I'm sure I have anyway. I think we are in talks with bringing him over at some later date. To be honest, it's someone we're interested in anyway. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's he that's all he talks about is posing on the pyramids in his kilt, which he got in trouble with because I don't know how he got on it, but he got on the pyramid. I don't know how he did it, like the first level, and he posed and he took a picture, and now they're like, you can't come back here because you violated something sacred. I didn't know the pyramids were sacred like that.
They are. I have a picture as well from the first floor.
Oh, yeah, you saw that?
I have one.
I think it was the top hat and the kilt, which, I mean, over there, they're like, what the hell is happening?
Strange guy on top of our pyramid.
Yeah, there's a strange man with a kilt on my pyramid. What's going on here? But Shoney's got so many stories that he shares with us from fighting overseas. And, when they fought for Pride, there was no weight restrictions. You could fight a 300-pound dude, compared to now, and everything's sanctioned and everything's by weight. And it's interesting to see how things have changed over a period of time. What do you guys think about the change? Is it a positive change, or should we go back to the way it was in Pride where we just fought? Didn't matter how big or small you are.
They're pretty important weight categories. At some points, fighting someone a lot bigger than you're going to get seriously up. That's why I obviously brought it in the first place. But we keep it. We don't let anybody fight. They've matched exactly on the weight basically. They have like 0.5. You decided the agreed weight, they can turn up.
Yeah, well, it's quite. I said everybody would love to do it like they did it in Pride, but you have to if you're going to be regulated in in kind of a certain on world base we have some kind of common sense. You have to regulate by weight at least, and that's the thing we're bringing from normal boxing. They're not separated more than 10 kilos in the weight categories. So it's mainly because the most important thing are the fighters. So and the safety of the fighters. So it's there are enough promotioners, I think, that don't give a shit about that. So we're trying to do it as legit as possible and safe as possible. Yeah.
And that's great. Yeah, we had there was a couple of shows. There was a show in Michigan where they were literally having, I don't know, some kind of something going on in the backyard of somebody's home. And and some guy got hurt really bad. And I'm like, you can't just have fight promotion in your backyard. Yeah, fighter safety is huge with me. So like if you're a promotion and you're not putting fighters' safety first, I'm already turned off by your promotion.
But again, was this in a state where it's illegal or with bare knuckle boxing, or how was that? The thing you saw?
Yeah.
I don't know if we're allowed to have bare knuckle boxing here in Illinois. I don't know. They're so weird here.
That's the problem. Normally this happens. The people go underground when it's not legal. So it's just another point of making it legal to have it more regulated and have it up above ground. So it's and also because of the deaths, we have 0 deaths. Boxing has about, how much was it? 1940 deaths since they started, or since they took over with their what's called Marquis of Queensberry rules. When you put the gloves on, there was no death for 160 years, and then after that, it's been 1982 deaths, I think, if I'm not correct. Yeah, and 0 still in bare knuckle boxing. So I don't see the reason why make it so hard for people to start it, because it's mainly because of the punches and the long fighting time you have in normal boxing. So, yeah.
There's another question from our audience. They're asking, will you have a gimmick combat surface?
What does that mean?
No.
I'm not exactly sure. So I guess they're probably trying to figure out how your layout is going to be, what your ring is going to be like.
Yeah, we are not focused on. Andrew, you want to do this?
No, so we're just fighting in a normal ring. It'll be a 16-foot boxing ring. We're fighting. There's no point dressing up in all these other rings. It's boxing at the end of the day. It should be in a boxing ring.
I think it's hard as well to start to get something going, which is so different. I think the round ring, okay, it's for somebody. The bales are for somebody, but when we're trying to make it, we're trying to follow the most the highest regulated sport like boxing, and why not follow the rules where it is? Like it's a ring you're fighting in, so you have the same space. Like in the bales, you will have shorter space. It will be a different kind of fight. In the round ring, you don't have any corners, so there's less tactic. But yeah, we're keeping it to the old school big ring.
I love it. Love it. Is there a particular fighter that you want to get that you haven't reached out to yet? I'm curious. Anybody here in the States that you have your eye on?
Yeah, there's loads of that. Obviously, the more established we get, the higher level of fight we're going to be bringing in. I mean, we're pretty happy with the guys we've got at the minute, to be fair. But
we've had a lot of fighters reaching out, which we can't disclose, but we've probably been in talk with everybody, and they've been contacting us. We have not been contacting them, but we're happy with how it is. I think because when you have the best matchmaker in the world like Andrew, you have a lot of people calling you. So it's yeah, it's easy.
Do you know what kind of criteria Shannon's going to be looking for the tryouts?
Sorry, back to me. Yeah. I don't know. We're only interested in really experienced lads. They've got to have some sort of combat sports background. We only want really the best fighters that we can get.
Well, of course, we're trying to build a different team as well. Like in Scandinavia, there's only maybe 2 or 3 fighters that we can get in the start, and as it gets legal and it will progress, of course. But we're like the English team and the Italian team. We are trying to build the guys that we are competing with or are in the league with have their brand build as well. So it's we're trying to make bare knuckle boxing bigger and trying to make it all of the sport grow. So but like in here in Scandinavia, there's not too many right now because of it's not been legal. So it's yeah.
There's another question. Rocky Long, or not really a question, but Rocky Long will also be at the tryouts.
Keep your eyes open for him. Yeah.
I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, it's only legal in 10 states right now. And I'm pretty sure Illinois is not.
No.
They're not legalizing bare knuckle here. If we have a change in governor, absolutely. But our governor here would probably not stand for it. We have to get a FOI card in order to buy a gun, which is crazy. But
yeah. Then it should be in Norway. Nothing is legal here.
Really? What? No. Wait, are you guys allowed to have guns over there?
No. We have no, kind of. If you're a hunter, you can have like a shotgun, but or a rifle, but we don't have the same politics that you have over there. We don't have it in our constitution either, so we don't have the same problem.
I mean, I think that's probably the biggest thing that we have here is what he's talking about. Is about the politics that go inside our sanctioning bodies. We were talking about BKFC. Dave Feldman's from here in Philadelphia, and he can't have his promotion in his own backyard because of the politics that go inside of what you have to do when you have to go about having everything sanctioned properly. There's so much red tape you have to go through. So many butts you have to kiss for X, Y, and Z to make sure you get to the point. The fact that we're already legalized in 10 states, it should be an irrelevant conversation at this point in time, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
But every state, governs themselves differently. That's why we're going to continue to have these issues. Obviously, you guys are working overseas to make sure you guys are taking care of your sanctioning bodies where your guys are going to be competing in. Are there any of goals that you have, places you want to get situated that so you can go in there and kind of lay down some land? I know a lot of combat sports are doing Thailand and Africa right now. Are those some destinations on your to-do list?
We do you want to do this, Andrew, or do I do it? Or we have South Africa. That's already a done deal. So, but all the countries that we are associated with, or there are different countries there, yeah, and all of them are also using our governing body from the WBKF, World Bare Knuckle Boxing. World Bare Knuckle Fighting Organization. Yeah, that's right. WBKF. They're using the same sanctioning body or the same governing body that we are. And the governing body is mainly just like the AIBAs, but only safer because of the two things that we traded out with fight time and also without gloves. So it's we're trying to make it European legal, just all over the base.
Obviously, take care of everything. Take care of everything in your backyard first, and then start worry about where you can reach out to. But I mean, obviously, it's going to be fun watching what you guys are doing, watching to see the other promotions that are going on over here in the States and elsewhere continue to have sanctioning wherever. So remember where we were with MMA 20, 30 years ago. We were still fighting to make sure that we had fully sanctioned everything, and UFC's done a great job of getting MMA combat sports to that last level. Now it's going to be interesting to see which of the bare knuckle boxing is gonna push the sanctioning to make sure that it's a worldwide sanctioned sport.
I think it's mainly a lot about doing the hard work and putting it down in the governing body, because if you look at the numbers, or if you just read a statistic, look away from all arguments from both sides, you will see that it's non-lethal. It's not even close to the same damages that normal boxing has. So why should it be treated different? So and when people get to see this and the governors get to see this, I think it will open up all over the world.
That's really good, because I really like bare knuckle, and I think that is going to supersede MMA, in my personal opinion. That's just my opinion. What do you think, Steve?
Steve or Stan?
Sorry, like I said, I'm going back and forth doing several things here. What was that, Rachel? You lost me there for a second.
Now you made me forget my question. Damn, Steve.
Is he going to be bigger than MMA? That was the question. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I feel that bare knuckle is going to supersede MMA. Like, I think it's going to take over.
But see, here's the thing. Like, I think everyone has their own flavor when it comes to combat sports. You may have boxing heads. You'll have you know, your combat sports fans in general, but you also have sections of it that'll just be MMA sections that, you know, we're starting to see it now with the reemergence of bare knuckle boxing over the last, you know, 5 to 10 years. You have hardcore fight fans that used to be your hardcore MMA fans are now your bare knuckle fans.
Yeah, well, I think it's important that they all are there. I think it's important to have UFC or MMA there. I think it's important because we need different things to choose from. So I think it's open for. I think it's room for all of us.
I mean, I think it really all depends on like how everything grows. Is really depends on the athlete itself. You know, promotions are always great, but you know the stars are the stars. They're the one who kind of brings eyes to the sports in the seats, etc. However you want to call that. So I think it's really involved in you know, finding that next upcoming star in your respective sport, regardless if we're talking MMA or whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, you two guys, how do you balance your family life with the promotion now? I'm sure that the promotion takes a lot of time and planning. Do you have that family support?
Yeah, just a lot of time. Yeah, I teach full time at my gym as well, so don't have a lot of free time at all. Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, but if something needs doing, it needs to get done. So
yeah. I'm working a lot of nights, as you have noticed. So I spend time with my family on the regular time, and then I go down to the office when they go to bed. So yeah, that's kind of and sometimes I just sleep in for a day. So it's but Andrew is working good because we're 2 different countries, so we had double the opportunities to get it out. He's doing most of the things at day, and I'm doing most of the things at night. So we're a dream team, if you could call it that.
I can totally tell who is the early morning riser and who is the late nighter, because Andrew, you're like, I'm tired.
Yeah, I've been working about 5 hours.
Yes, your energy level has gone. Yours is on the. So I was just wondering, like, how does that work? What does your wives think about having a promotion? What do they think? They think it's cool?
Yeah, I think they think it's cool. Yeah. They're probably planning for all the money where it's going to go. So I don't know. So but it works out because I work at night. I come home, I see my kids before they go to kindergarten, and then I go to sleep. And when I come home, I have all the family time in the world with them. And Andrew, he's more like the hard worker. He's working fucking 10 hours a day and still doing the promotion. So he's a hard worker, that Englishman.
Oh, yes. Yes. I mean, I see that you are, you're a dad. So you have 2, I think it's 2 little girls, right?
Me?
That would be
one son.
You've got 1 son. How is your son older?
And 18 months old.
Oh my gosh. So you got a new baby. Wow. Is this your first?
I have twins.
Yeah.
Wow. They're beautiful, Stanley. Oh my gosh. And Andrew, you've got 1 son. Oh my gosh. How do you balance that out?
I see him every day. I work in the morning till about dinner time at the gym. Then I come home for a few hours, see him. Then I work till about 7 o'clock at night. And then I come home, put him in bed. I spend plenty of time with him, to be fair. It's just relentless stuff between work, baby, work.
I have to tell a little something. Okay, so the owner of A2D Radio, he just had a brand new baby, and it's so funny because he's like, I got the baby belly, like I got the old man belly going on here. The next thing you see him posting himself on a treadmill working out. Is that? I wonder if that's a normal thing after you have a baby that men grow stomachs. We lose our stomachs and you guys gain them.
Yeah, it's just
Sympathize.
Chocolate in the cupboard.
Now I have to ask you guys, what are some of the things? Do you do anything outside of the fight promotion, the fight arena? Do you have like any hobbies? I like to get to know my guests outside of fighting too.
What?
The hobbies, no, work, baby.
I was just asking if there were any other hobbies. So like you did bodybuilding back in the day. Is there anything else you do? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, normally we train for fights, but now it's been 6 months of hard work getting this promotion up and going and getting Ragnarok out to the world. So it's been almost 24/7 Ragnarok work. So yeah.
Yeah, you guys are everywhere. Oh, there's another question from Ryan Jennings. He says, what are the rules for COVID while having the tryouts in New York? Yeah, I guess how is that going to work with the COVID restrictions in New York? So the tryouts are in New York
until the new year, is it?
No, it's based for January 2022, but it's also in Arizona, the first one, I think.
Okay, yeah, because that's where Shannon is. I was wondering. So the first one, Ryan, is in Arizona. I didn't hear anything about New York as of yet. I'm trying to think who this. Do you guys know a Kim?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. She was just telling us A2D Radio, welcome to Norway 21.08.
I'll tell him he's paying for your flights then.
I'm so excited for you guys. You have no idea. Like, I think there was, bare knuckle for me. I feel like there's more action, more intensity with bare knuckle. Yeah.
Like it doesn't seem like there's that many we call it like breaks or like lulls in the action, so to speak.
It's a quite different game than ordinary boxing because it's how do I compare it? It's more like if you had like a duel, someone can hit you in the shoulder, one can hit you in the head, and the guy who hits you in the head, he basically wins. So it's more like you have a one shot chance normally. So it's there's no play or no game you can do with the defense because you can't protect your head at the side and front at the same time. And there's way different. Yeah, it's more the first shot, the first kill. Yeah.
And I have to ask you, because we're all foodies over here. Yeah. What are your favorite foods over there?
What's the English breakfast like? Because I heard that's fucking. I heard it's like 12 pounds of food. Is that true?
Yeah. It's nice.
You eat blood and shit out there. I
really want to have an English breakfast. I want to know.
Really? What's the English breakfast? What does that consist of?
Bacon, sausage, hash brown, beans.
And blood shit.
Did you say beans? What kind of beans?
Or something like that?
Red beans.
Oh, wow. See, we use
all kind of eggs. Just use a big plate.
I bet your guys' food over there is a lot cleaner than what we have here in the U.S. Do you agree?
In Norway?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like
less
processing, less chemicals. Like we're allowed to have chemicals in our food. Is the most insane thing ever. But I'm hearing all across the pond, across the way from you, where you guys are, all the foods and vegetables, everything's clean over there.
Well, if I was saying clean, I don't think it's quite as bad as America with all that sort of stuff.
But the English are more like they're like frying culture. They fry everything like everything is French fried shit like that.
Yes. Yeah, we were just telling Matilda that Dustin brought home fried brownies.
Yeah.
They fried the brownies.
That was the first for me. I've never seen
Scotland. I think Scotland fried Mars bars.
What?
Yeah, that's the thing that up in Scotland. You can get it from a chip shop. Fried Mars bars.
Get out of here! Now that would be interesting. A fried candy bar. That would be cool. I couldn't imagine what you would, but I would imagine. Oh no, that would really be good because the chocolate would melt and it'd be ooey gooey, and
That'd be a good idea.
it'd be every girl's dream every month is to have a fried candy bar. There you go, Destin. You could start a business, fried candy bars.
I'm just gonna do fried foods.
Yes, fried foods.
Fat.
I know. I don't know why everybody here in America likes fried foods. I hear that you guys, nobody eats fried foods hardly ever over there.
He's like, no.
It's weird in England. You have some weird food in England. Yeah.
What's the weirdest food what's weird out there?
This blood pudding shit you have in the English
Yeah, blood pudding.
Oh my God.
That was the first thing that came to mind.
I thought that was like an Ireland thing or Irish thing. No, that's not an Irish. So that's just an over there thing.
Yeah.
English thing. Nothing here.
Oh my gosh. What do you guys make over there, Stanley?
We are what we're making more like this is Swedish. We have not Norwegian meatballs, but we have Swedish meatballs as well. We have we have normal food, beef, steaks, but it's more health food because it's more we have more like the big gardeners here and making all the vegetables, and we're mainly about that. But we're getting the big steaks from USA as well with your chemicals in it. But England is something different because they're more like French fry everything. So it's like
So he's like, yeah.
His face. Oh my God.
Fish and chips. You have this English breakfast.
Chips to be fair.
And you have like all the different just for a baguette. It's just 5 different names for the same baguette. It just depends on how many miles you want to drive to get another fucking word for it. So it's a big thing over there. Yeah.
Oh my God.
French fries. Yeah, as well.
I really need to travel. I really do. I hope a lot of these restrictions and weird things going on, because I haven't even gotten a chance to travel over there yet. And I'm like, I want to wait till all this stuff blows over to see what it's going to be like to fly. I don't even know how long it takes from the States to get to you guys. I have no idea what a flight like that is like.
8 hours?
Yeah, I think 8-9 hours.
Really? Oh my gosh. So I don't know if I could be on a plane for 8 or 9 hours.
Yeah.
That I would have to drink a lot of wine.
I'll have to be in first class, or at least the class where you can recline back.
But I think the planes when you fly overseas, they all do that or are they all stuffed in like sardines? I don't know. I've never been in a plane overseas.
Like to squeeze as many people in there as possible.
I think that sometimes it's often that you have a second stop like in Amsterdam or something like that. So I don't think it's more than 5 hours at a time.
Okay.
I don't know. In England, you're probably having direct flights.
I flew to Mexico once. That was like 10 straight hours. That.
Yeah.
It was packed in pretty tight. Like.
Oh. Are you guys? So what did you think of Mexico? I was in Puerto Vallarta a few years ago. That was interesting. The water was cold.
I was there on my honeymoon, and I've been there a few times. I think it's perfect. If you don't step outside the boundaries there, it's a great country.
You guys, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was wondering if the other guest was gonna pop on.
Oh, I don't know. I think maybe Shannon got busy with something or something came up last
he
night.
hasn't popped in the back at all, so
Well, I do see that he did read the message because I asked him. I said,
we talk about it all the time. You know how life goes, especially when when you have a lot of things going on. It's just sometimes you can get to it. Every once in a while we have these situations where unfortunately our gas athlete, promoter, whoever has something come up. Things happen in life. Some people understand it. Some people don't. Right, Rachel?
I understand it. Things pop up in my life all the time.
Probably be on later as well on another episode, I think. So,
you guys. So, I do have to ask this. Okay, so I'm a foodie, and I like alcohol to some extent. What is your favorite drink out there? What do you guys do? What do you guys drink out there?
We're from Norway. We drink everything. Everything that's yeah. So we don't have any. It's like this. It's so unnormal to drink more than in the weekends. So when we first drink, we drink like Vikings. We don't give a shit. So we always get drunk like hell everywhere around the world. And I think the English are just the same. Yeah.
You said, I have to tell you my mead experience. I've never.
Just a heads up, Rach, you do know Andy's on a schedule too, so he's gonna have to get ready to go too.
Yeah, I'm working like 4 hours. So
this is the Iron Man right here. I've been there. Like, you know, if I wasn't hurt right now, I'd probably be getting, after I get off of here, I typically go in to go work at UPS at the warehouse and stuff like that. But you know, so I definitely know what you're feeling like. Yeah, we got to get moving.
So, Andrew, let's go ahead and tell everybody how they can find you and all of those wonderful things. I know how to find you, but
anybody wanting to find the Ragnarok shows, just contact me on Facebook's usually the best place to get me. Just add Andy Baker on there, or just contact the Viking promotions or the Ragnarok BKF Facebook pages or Instagram pages.
And there you guys have it. You have it. Stanley, I don't know how much longer you can stay on. It's totally up to you, but I know now that Steve has mentioned it to me, then we will say goodbye to you, Andrew. I really appreciate you coming on. And I am really looking forward to you guys growing, and I'm looking forward to you guys eventually coming here to the States. I'm totally going to support you guys 1,000%.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having us on anyway. I'll see you all soon.
Thank you so much.
The time.
Thank you, Andrew. Stanley.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry.
So we're left with the Lone Ranger now.
Lone Ranger, the one that has the most energy, right?
So we're getting this one in here from Ryan. He wants to know, you know, what actually possessed you and, you know, inspired you to actually start training and then eventually, you know, go and become a promoter.
Yeah, what was that? I started training because I had a little bad, bad childhood growing up, and I started to get I needed something to catch my eye. I recall it, something to make me have something else to think about. And it turned out I was good in karate. I did full contact karate for 20 years. So I started when I was 11. So I think it's important for somebody. It's important for every kid, I think, to find something they're good at. I think that's something parents should think more about. Take your kids to tryouts on football, handball, basketball, whatever, and ask them afterwards what you want to go back to. They will normally go back to the things that they were best at, and then you'll find the thing that you may succeed in the future. So I was lucky to get into karate, and that took me all the way up to this level. And how I got into promoting was just like, I was late I was a pro earlier 10 years ago, and then I tried bareknuckle and got a pro contract. And that was when I came home to Norway, being the first Norwegian at all to have a pro contract. I got a lot of media attention from the boxing side, where they were always telling me we weren't regulated and all that shit. And then I just started to look into how it got regulated, and I found out you got to have an association. I did that, and I passed in my association on the same articles that they have, and then it popped in, and they just got furious with it in all the newspapers, and it was started like that. So now we're here. It just blasted away with this Viking thing, and yeah.
Now I got one for you. Let's just, for argument's sake, you know, Doctor Strange shows up, gives you the time stone, rewinds you back in the time right before you started training and doing everything. Told you couldn't do anything combat sports. We fast forward to now. Where would your life have taken you if you didn't have combat sports? If you didn't have you know, karate, if you didn't become a promoter, where do you think life would have taken you, job, etc. wise, anyways?
Yeah, I've unfortunately I've lost 2 brothers to drug addiction, 2 little brothers, so I would probably be in the same category. So it's some guys pick me up off the street there and put me in karate and basically saved my life. So it's I would have been dead most certain. So yeah.
So with a lot of cases, with a lot of people who you've had trouble with things in life, had a bad parent, abusive parent, etc. A lot of times you find it a lot of people who were involved in combat sports, boxing, MMA, etc. had to have it because it was the only outlet they had to save them from whatever it was, from bad life, bad family, etc.
Yeah. I think you see, there's most people doesn't matter what sport it is. The guys who are most of the people that are on top, they're people who've been struggling their life. That's why how they know how to fight for a thing to get good at. So you very 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 rarely see a person who grew up with a silver spoon in their ass.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So it's safe to say, your brother's passing, etc., what happened had a profound effect on your life, without a doubt.
No, it didn't have that effect in my life. Yeah, of course it had an effect in my life, but I would have been in the same category if I didn't have martial arts. That's safe to say.
Yeah. I mean, I've lost so many friends, family, etc. to addiction, whether it be alcoholism, etc. But like, it's just one of these things where you always wonder, like, if you take one thing away out of that person's life, how it changes for good or ill. So it's interesting to see you're adamant that no matter what, without combat sports, you probably wouldn't have made it out of there. Sometimes you only need one thing to stick to, if you find something, you're right, one thing you're good at, you can just lock out the rest of the world, and you have something that may guide you in the right directions. And you look at a lot of our athletes too. I mean, you hear in combat sports, like, I would be in jail, or I'd be in gangs or something if I didn't have this outlet. It's not just it's not just this drum we beat, and it happens with a lot of sports. Some like you were saying, sometimes it takes one thing just to get them away from it. And sometimes that's all you need, regardless if we're talking about kids here in the United States, being brought up in bad poverty situations, and luckily come across a sport, regardless if we're talking football, basketball, MMA, etc. It's the same thing regardless of where you go in the world. We all deal with rough parts in our life. It's imperative that no matter what, even if you don't think your kids will stick with it forever, it's just something to get them out of the norms where they're normally in, and something to give them something to build and grow on. Of course, if you have something you're good at, it doesn't matter if it's chess or if it's dancing or if it's combat sports. If you get that, you always have that in your life. And you see, I read a lot of statistics, and I read a lot of, especially from America, you're good at that. A lot of research, what is it called? All the trials you do. But most of the guys on the top in the business life are not really the good academic guys. It's the athletes who has gotten the fight spirit to go to the top. So it just proves that if you got something that you're really good at, it can help you in the rest of your life. I guess one more on this topic. I guess Ryan wants to say, what would you say to somebody who is struggling with addiction? Obviously, here at A2D, we have a sponsor, we have a number. If people are going through it, you want to make a phone call, we have people. But what would you say to somebody, inside of your circle who's struggling with addiction? I don't know. Addiction is quite wide for all, because you have the guys who do it for fun, somebody doesn't just work, and somebody just had to be like the guy who doesn't tolerate peanuts. So it's the first time guy who's been he's just did it once and just got lost. Yep. So it's like I think it's there's always a way to change. There's a short way between the top and the bottom. Sometimes all it is just being able to ask for help. Yeah, of course it is, but you need to reach out to people who know what they're talking about. I don't think it's smart to go to a psychologist who doesn't know shit about what you're asking him. So go out, reach out to people who has done it, and use them as a motivation and a role model. I'll just say it like this: you'd be surprised who have the similar battles with you. I know a lot of people, it's taboo. You don't want to talk about it. You're worried what people think. Trust me, I'll say this to anybody. I'd rather hear somebody's story being annoyed as hell, but knowing the fact that that person will wake up in the morning just because they had that conversation. Sometimes just letting people know that is probably the most important thing. I know we're getting a little bit off it here, but you know.
Yeah, but it's an important topic, I think.
Always, and it affects every value of life, sports in general. You know, we've seen athletes who fell victim alcoholism, drug addictions, etc. No one's immune to it. We all find weak spots in life and hit rock bottom and feel that there's nowhere for X, Y, or Z. Listen. We all have someone to talk to. It's an important thing. I think all of us need to, if you have issues, talk to your friends, talk to your family, etc. Reach out to even one of your friends you maybe even think may not understand that sometimes it could be that one conversation. That's all. That's all. It means everything. It does.
You're right. Yeah. It's but again, it's most of the times, when you're a kid, you grow up until the kids are about 5 to 10 years old. Then the parents have 100% control of you. After that, it's more like what kind of a gang you end up in, what kind of
it's like from 10 to 15, it's on you.
Yeah, it's more like what kind of class you're going, what kind of friends you're sorry to live by or something like that. But it's not. It can happen to anybody. But if you have a problem, there's a lot of guys who has dealt with the problem, and there's a lot of people who doesn't see it as a problem. So you just find the right guys to talk to.
It's a beautiful thing when you have people who will stand in your corner like that and do stuff like to be able to do that. So.
See, Ryan Jennings has a lot of questions.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's just on a roll tonight, which is great.
we can't give any medicine to our fighters, so sorry, man.
I don't think anyone wants to actually give somebody anything along them lines, but hey.
Yeah.
But as we're trying to rein this one back in, but before we get ready to wrap it up, I know Rachael has got a lot of stuff going on, and Stanley, you're getting to the point where I know we're waiting for Shannon here, but I'm starting to get the feeling we're not going to make that one happen tonight.
We'll make next one.
We'll make it next time.
Yeah, we'll get him back on. And again, as we get closer to the event, Stanley, more than happy to get you back on here, get some more of the athletes on here and stuff like that.
Thank you for having us on. It's a great thing for us, Rachael. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely hope we could spread the word. Hopefully, once the event comes, we'll everyone will know, what Ragnarrok BKB is, what Stanley and these guys over here are doing. As we were already talking, definitely love the format, Viking Saxons, especially being on that side of the pond. Looking forward to see as you're sitting there saying, like, as other countries and other areas become open, where you guys will be having events, seeing how those things play out. Now, is it the team concept something you're going to stick all the way through, or is it as you guys get to a point you might break away from that, or is it something you might pull out every so often, like it's something you might do to see pull in contendership for X weight class, and you put a team together for that?
Yeah, we have a lot of plans, of course, but the team thing is it's more like when you take like if you have the Americans, let's say you had we'll fight the Marines, the Vikings fight the Marines, that would be enthusiasm for the American crowd.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah,
and you need something. So if you don't have a flag to stick to, you can have just like, who was the best fighter who was the best group in America? Who do you fancy the most? What was do you have any heroes you would or some teams you would like to bring forward?
The Navy SEAL team. There's another one.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Exactly. If you had Vikings fighting the Navy SEALs, you would get a lot of crowd and enthusiasm as well at the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we're trying to build here, and
you get when it's, and especially you're talking about like the Marines and stuff like that. Now remember what the UFC did back in the early days with the military nights, where they did it at Miramar. That would be a fun event. Do something like that.
Yeah, of course. But like I said, the Italians, they came on board and they just told us, yeah, we want the gladiators to fight the Vikings. And I was just, wow, what the fuck? Why haven't I thought about that? just figure it. Look at the aspect of the Italians. This is the first bare knuckle show ever. The Ragnarrok gets to come down there, and we all have the same deal. That we come to them, they come to us. So it's a 2-show deal with all the teams. So there's like, if you have seven countries like we have now, it's like 14 fights then, 14 shows.
Right. Hey, like I said, you start with this and see, and hopefully, like I think I like the concept. The name, of course, I'm a big Marvel guy, so the Ragnarok thing definitely stuck out to me. So it's definitely one of these things. Hopefully, the talent will come in. Definitely what I'm liking so far, what we've seen with Matilda and the guests we had on prior. Going to be fun. Looking forward to seeing who else signs on, over the next few months and see when we have some more announcements. Rachael, that's all for me. If you got anything you want to wrap it up and let Stanley go, it's on you.
No, Stanley has to stay forever.
We have, I think we have 16 European champions and world champions in our signing already. So,
wait. Actually, hold on. I do got another one in here. Ryan wants to know if you know about Bob Schreiber. Schreiber. He's from the Netherlands.
Okay.
He fought in Pride back in the day.
Okay, I don't know him personally, but maybe Andrew does because that's more his area of expertise.
Yeah.
But,
that's all right. Listen, we don't all know all things when it comes to the combat sports world.
There was quite a few names that were dropped by Ryan, so maybe it's get a potential for more fighters there.
I'm more than happy if I seen anyone that's looking for a fight, and I know it's something that might be up. Ragnarok's alley. I have no problem sending Stanley a little DM like, hey,
thank you, man.
Check this guy out. Like I was sitting there saying, if I remember, Isaac Valley Flag's been asking anybody to throw hands with him. That should be a fun. I believe he's fought in BKFC at least once after his UFC career. That could be an interesting guy to get on there. He has quite a personality. There's always such interesting athletes to kind of bring in, regardless name value, people you don't know. I'm always one of these guys. I look forward to see some of the names you don't know and see how they perform and grow.
They have a lot of good fighters in England. That's been the original country for bare knuckle boxing. So they have a lot of champs. You will see a lot of them coming in the days to come and the months to come. Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to seeing who comes. Obviously, when you guys get going, things will start really taking off. So, wishing all the best for you in the next few months with all the promotion and everything like that.
Thank you.
I'll definitely be looking forward to seeing you back on here. Rachael, it's on you.
I know we have to do it after August and see how your first fight goes. And I'm so excited. I'm like really excited, Stanley. And so I wanted to let our audience know because they want to be able to find you. I've had great conversations with you, but keep in mind, guys, he's busy. So is Andrew. Everybody's busy, especially planning the promotion. But give them some patience, and they'll respond as quickly as possible. But how can we find you, Stanley?
You can go anywhere you write Ragnarok BKF. You will find it if it's our website. If you go to Facebook. Ragnarok BKF is the organization. The Viking Promotions are the guys. We are the guys then promoting it. So Viking Promotion or at Ragnarok BKF, you will find it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I think now, and also on TikTok. It's coming there as well. So
good old TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah, I'm trying to get on it. Just trying to get into it now. So yeah.
I haven't quite mastered TikTok. I don't even understand how to do the video. They're cool. The videos are cool that people do, but I haven't quite figured it out yet.
We'll get there. But thank you, Rachael.
You are so welcome, Stanley. Thank you so much for coming in. I know it's Saturday morning for you. Is it Saturday morning now?
Saturday morning. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Yep.
Oh, geez. We have got to let you get some sleep.
No problem. I'm just going home and I'm going to wake up to my twins, so that's no problem.
Aww. Well, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing and watching you grow and become very successful. And I would love to have it come here to the States. So do not rule the USA out because we would love to have you with open arms.
We're not. Of course, we're including America. So see you soon.
Thank you so much, Stanley. You have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Stanley. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to another show of Spit and Fire with Rachael Blaze and Tarzan. And what a great Ragnarok is going to be. It's going to blow a lot of promotions out of the water. I do like that they're themed. I love their whole concept. And they've got some great fighters that are going to be fighting in August. You guys got to tune in for that. Also, just one more word from our sponsor. Many of us and our families deal with mental health issues and addiction issues. We are happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need help, please call 856-651-8117. Thanks so much, you guys, for tuning in this Friday. Don't miss June 18th. That is our Father's Day special. Got a lot of great guests that are going to be on that show. I can't even give you a hint at all, but just tune in. It'll be worth your time. Trust me. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. And thank you to all the men and women who have served our country. Happy Memorial Day. Please be safe, you guys. And we love you.
Happy Memorial.